Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jessica Flynn and this is Flynn Sisters Home. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I created this pink glam Christmas tree look. I'm going to take you through step by step, show you everything you need, including how to tie these little bows and my top secret little tip to making your tree look full and luxurious. If you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe to our channel. We're going to have tons of holiday decor content and attainable home design, product reviews, and more as I continue to grow this space. And please be sure to follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook for all the in-between, behind-the-scenes kind of fun stuff. So that's enough chit-chat for me. Let's go ahead and get started. Things first, I always like to make like a layout or a mood board for the theme of the tree that I'm going with. Here's everything that I got for this particular tree. The only thing that's missing is the 3 feather boas that I used, and I wish I had more bigger bulbs this year. I didn't grab enough of these colors because they were sold out, so I just got what I could. If you're able to get more larger bulbs, like the extra large ones, highly recommend having some extra of those on hand. For my bows, I just created a Z shape with my ribbon here, okay? So it's really just like a backward Z almost. And once we got the loop size how we want, you're just gonna pinch down the middle. So you'll have one tail of your ribbon on the front and one tail on the back. Pinch down the middle, make sure your loops are the same size, and then trim off from your roll here. This is 2.5-inch wired ribbon. I feel like this is the ideal width and type of ribbon that you want. Definitely make sure it's wired. Then I'm going to wrap some floral wire down through the middle there where we've pinched it off. This is just regular plastic coated floral wire, and just twist until it's nice and tight. And then you're going to fluff your bow. I also like to trim the edges of my ribbon at a diagonal. If you're feeling fancy, you could trim a fishtail, but I had 35 of these bows to make for this size tree, so I was just trying to get them done as quick as I could. And you want to trim that wire in the back there to make sure you have enough excess wire to wrap around the tree branches, because that's how we're going to attach the bows to the tree. Okay, so I like to start up at the top and place my first bow, and then I'll just make a straight line down the center of the tree with my first row of bows, and I use my forearm to kind of space them out down that first row. I use that first row as a guide to place my next row, and so on and so forth all the way around the tree. And then if I have any kind of empty spaces towards the end, I just use my extra bows to kind of fill in those spaces. The bows and the type of ribbon that you use, I feel like really kind of carry the theme for your tree. So while this step does take kind of a long time to do, it really does make a beautiful impact. Since ribbon is definitely less expensive than ornaments, I really like to use a good amount of the ribbons to fill in space rather than buying all the extra ornaments to fill in that space, if that makes sense. Next, we're going to add in our floral details. These are really cute little, I think these are styrofoam flowers. I don't know what they're made of, but I actually found these in the nursery decor section at Hobby Lobby. Okay, always look in the areas other than the Christmas section to find fun items and things to add to your tree that might be an unexpected detail. So these already have little loops to hang them. I just cut the loop and used the wire in that loop to attach to the branches, kind of nestling them in a little bit so they're not sticking out kind of awkwardly. And I didn't get enough of these flowers because that's all that I think they only had like 10 on the shelf. But I just tried to space them out as well as I could. I think silk flowers would also be a beautiful addition to a tree like this if you weren't able to get the same kind of I don't know what you would call these styrofoam flowers, but I just think that the floral in with the striped black and white ribbon is such a classic and beautiful look. It just absolutely sent me. I was so excited about this one. All right, and so after I got all my flowers on the tree, I'm ready to start with my large bulbs. I always like to start with my largest bulbs first to kind of they're going to make the biggest impact. So I want to make sure that I have the placement on those nice and even, and then I fill in with my details from there. So I really like to have a lot of these in at least 2 or 3 different colors to, again, carry the theme of my tree. When I attach my bulbs, I wrap the ornament hook all the way around the branch so that the ornament sits really tight to the branch. I also do this because I have cats and small children, and this makes sure that everything stays put on my tree through the whole season. All right, so next I moved on to my large detailed ornaments. Anytime I'm putting together a really specific theme on a tree, I try to keep things pretty basic. I don't want to get too much of a variety of ornaments because it can tend to look too busy, particularly with a theme like this where we have the floral and the black and white stripes. So that also makes my job a little easier with shopping because I don't have to buy a ton of different things. I maybe buy just a lot of 4 or 5 different elements and stick with that. So once I got these large detailed ornaments on, I filled in any additional spaces with just plain smaller black and white bulbs. I don't remember the size on these, but they're just the regular kind of generic smaller sizes. And almost all of the ornaments that I'm putting on this tree are non-breakable, and they're all attached with the ornament wire wrapped all the way around the branch. Nothing's actually just hanging off the tree, and this will ensure that everything stays beautiful through the whole season. All my ornaments on, it's time for the fun part. So I've got some blank spaces in my tree that I'm just gonna fill with small pieces of white feather boa. So this is really cheap boa. I think it's like $3 per boa from Hobby Lobby. I'm just cutting like 3 or 4 inch sections, and you just want to trim these at the rope that goes through the whole center of the boa. Yes, it's messy. Yes, I had to vacuum afterwards, but when you just push those in to fill in any empty spaces, it looks so full and luxurious. I absolutely love how this looks. This 9-foot pencil tree took about 3 boas to fill in all the spaces. All right, and for the topper, I'm going to use about 7 of these black glittery picks, and I just love having these sprays of detail up at the top instead of going with a traditional topper, particularly when we have these really tall trees that go all the way up to the ceiling. You can't really fit a star up there. So I just love this look. I didn't want to go too detailed because we already had so much detailing going on with this tree, and I really wanted kind of a sleek glam look. So I'm just sticking with one kind of spray pick here. And there's such a huge selection of these. You guys can create any kind of look for the topper of your tree to really make it just professional and luxurious and full. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love finishing my trees like this. So after I got that done, I went out and I spray painted the wrap that I had for the bottom of my tree. This used to be silver and farmhouse themed. And then I draped like a white fur rug that I had gotten from Hobby Lobby a while ago over the top just to kind of tie it into our theme. And that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This really is like a tree for my dreams. I absolutely love this theme and the colors. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments. And if you liked my video, please be sure to give us a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of our new videos. I think I'm going to start uploading every Monday. We'll see. Thank you guys so much for watching, and happy holidays.